What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another consecutive week of Half Circle Pack. I know this is kind of weird, to come out, 6-7 months no show, and then we're back to a schedule. So I mean, feels good, and I brought somebody back. You may not have heard the tones of this person, but go ahead and say what's up, man.
Hey guys,
Oh
back.
my god,
I'm back. Oh my god, I'm back. How your daddy
damn,
mean? Huh?
damn.
Ah.
Nobody's
How
gonna
your
get these
daddy?
references.
How your daddy nice with your mama's mean? Yeah. Nick that patty whack. Yeah. Nick that patty whack.
That bitch Monday night.
Yo, what up, y'all? It's 4H Tim. I'm back.
What's going on, man?
Feels good.
How have you been?
Oh my goodness. 2020 is over. 2021 is here.
Moving on to brighter and better things in 2021.
Yeah, man. Saving up money for my Japan trip next year.
Oh, cool. You didn't tell me about that, man.
Well, I know you don't like wrestling, so I'm going to try to go to Wrestle Kingdom next year.
That's cool. I mean, look, I'd be willing to go just to go play Street Fighter. That's all I'm trying to do.
Well, if that's the case, you have time now to go save up money.
Okay.
You could be on this trip. I want to do like 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks over there. So I'm just letting you know that now.
Hey, that's nothing, man.
All right. So, but yeah, got back into Street Fighter like for real this time. I've been consistently playing.
Consistently.
Yeah, playing some Street Fighter.
How's that been going?
Look, there's definitely ring rust.
I mean, as to be expected.
Yeah. It's definitely ring rust, but now it's like things are getting back. Look, I win some, I lose some. There's some people I probably shouldn't be losing to, but I lost. It's fine. I'm rusty, but we're getting back. You know what I'm saying? My baby girl comes here next week.
No, that's not your baby girl.
That's my baby girl. Okay.
I think you played Rose in Street Fighter for all of like 3 months.
I'm pretty sure I played her for like 6 months, and that's because
it couldn't have been that long.
It was definitely 6 months. I was like, oh man, this character is cool. Why?
I could tell you exactly what your thought process was. Oh man, I could just backdash over and over.
No, the character is cool.
I
see.
I never understood the when somebody says Rose is cool, I don't look at anything Rose does and say, man, that's cool. All I look at is, man, this character's just swinging buttons and then backdashing and then dashing up. That's it. That's all I see. When I saw Rose, I didn't see anything cool. I saw people who didn't want me to have fun. That's what I saw.
I want you to have fun. I want you to play Rose with me.
I have no interest in that character. None whatsoever. When I saw the spring update, I was thinking about it like, man, I didn't have any interest in Oro. I was like, hey, whatever, man. I don't care about Oro. Fucking whatever you guys can do. I don't give a fuck. Do whatever you guys want to do. Make them do whatever. I don't care about Rose, right? And then I saw it, and I was like, yo, Oro looks kind of sick, man.
I'm not gonna lie, he does look pretty cool. He's like almost identical to Street Fighter 3, except he's like that new move, like that kick they showed off. It's like a brand new move. That like pretty sick. I mean, it wasn't like nothing too spectacular, but it's just like it was pretty cool to get him a new move. So, then Akira, she looked really cool as well.
Yeah.
Oh wow! Oh my god!
Just look like a character doing a bunch of rec emotions. I don't have much nostalgia for rival schools other than I played it when it came out, but that was it. I just kind of I did the mini games and shit, or whatever. Like that's all I really cared about. I didn't actually fucking get into the game or whatever. But anyway, I was a kid. Like, what? I didn't know shit about fighting games back then anyway. So
No, fact. Yeah, no, same here. I played it like I played it maybe like 3 times in the arcade. And it was just like at a random arcade, like Project Justice. So, but I was like glued to CVS too as a kid. But every time I went to like my local PX. So, but I thought she was cool. I was very surprised. They gave like the air raid, the air combo.
oh, you're talking about? Oh, I thought we were
Oh,
talking
yeah,
about
yeah.
Rose for a second.
No,
Yeah.
I'll go back to Rose in a second. But like, yeah, I thought it was like a cool little touch. I was like, oh, so okay, Capcom. I see what you guys are doing. So that was cool seeing her. Also at the end, I guess they showed off one of her V triggers.
I mean, I don't think that's still confirmed a V trigger. I mean, it might be a V trigger, but
It
who
definitely had a
knows?
V. It definitely had the V trigger sound to it.
Yeah, but they could do that and just have it be a taunt. Doesn't necessarily mean it has to be or not like a taunt, but like an idle thing. I mean, we don't know.
I think that's a V trigger.
Could be. Who knows?
But now going to Rose, I think Rose is pretty cool. Me and you were talking about it for a little bit. Because I thought her forward heavy kick was cancelable, but then he was like, "Oh no, it's a target combo." I clearly am blind. So, but yeah, Rose looks sick. I like her V triggers. I might go for like the alpha V trigger.
People were already, I hate when people do this, but people are already on Twitter talking about, man, there's no way this character can't be top tier. Look at all this stuff right here, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, bro.
Right. I'm pretty sure all that teleport shit is going to be like mad unsafe.
Well, it depends. I mean, there's definitely going to be some, like, there's going to be the day one setups, and then there's going to be some shit that's like actually real. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think it's going to be good, but like the thing that kind of comes out at me is like she looks like she's got decent normals, like she's got a decent crash medium kick, crash medium punch looks good. She's got solid anti-airs, it looks like. She has an EX anti-air that she gets a combo.
Yep.
Both V skills look pretty decent, seems to have 2 good V triggers. Or I guess I don't know. The V trigger, because V trigger 1 is, I'm trying to remember. One of them is like basically like a custom combo, and then the other is what's the other one that she has?
Where she gets a teleport.
Okay, yeah, that's what it is. Yeah.
So I mean, looking at it, it seems like that V trigger may have more utility to it, I guess.
Depends.
Yeah.
Like it does it if it's easy to set up these. I'm just gonna put you in block, like make you block a activation. Then I do slide and I'm plus, and then I have a throw bait thing. Then I do that. But like the other thing too is these combos are gonna scale pretty hard. I'm gonna assume. So it's like it's only gonna be good in like specific situations, or like if you're gonna do something on block and then mix them up. But kind of don't really know how good her pressure is like that yet.
Yeah.
The EX, I forgot the EX Fireball she has. It looks kind of cheap though.
Yeah, it does. I don't know. Like, it seems like she has a lot of things going for her.
Yeah, I mean, again, I hate to be the person talking about how good they're going to be before we even play them, but like, she definitely doesn't look trash. Which I mean, you would expect, you would hope for a DLC character. Capcom has done a really good job with all the recent DLC characters. Now, whether you want to argue whether Dan's good or not, he's like they did him more justice than he deserved. All right, you would assume Dan would be this completely throwaway, not even fun looking character, and they gave him a lot of cool stuff. To be honest, they made Dan actually look cool, which I would have never guessed.
They gave him a lot of cool stuff, like his V skill. It's pretty cool. Then he has like the 1-bar V trigger with the fireball, and then he has like the V trigger 2 with his powered up specials like his DP and his fireball, which I thought was pretty cool. And then the cancels with the V trigger with the V skills as well. So
I mean, he even has an infinite. Like who would have guessed?
Did they ever patch that out?
No. It's still in the game. I mean, like, to be fair, that infinite is very situational. It's not like I'm gonna get a jump in neutral and then just infinite somebody. So it's like it requires these specific setups, and the other problem is Dan does no damage. So it's like if he stuns you and he can set this up, you kind of deserve it at that point. Like he does no damage, and that's like the main issue with Dan right now. Just he's got to hit you too many times to really do anything. Meanwhile, all the taunt cancel stuff's just giving you V trigger. So it's like, yeah, going back to that, it's like Gil, he's like a very unique, like if you think about it, Gil, Seth, Dan, that's kind of like the pedigree we got so far. And then I guess you have Rose and Oro, but like all these characters seem like compare season 1 DLC to like what we get now. Like they gave these new characters so much, and it's like, man, think about what if this was like the design philosophy of Street Fighter V the whole time. Like if we were getting characters this cool that early on.
Yeah, and like the presentation in the beginning was really bad, but I think now as time went on, the presentation for each character got better.
Yeah,
I still think. I think it was like season 3 when they actually showed everybody. Like,
yeah,
I think that's still like my favorite season, just because of the way they presented everything. So,
yeah, that was like the beginning of course correction, and it was like things were good for a little bit. Then, old Capcom came back through. It was what was it after the season 3 stuff, and we got Kage as quote unquote season 4.
yeah,
And then nothing else for like almost a year basically. And that was during the time where the Ultimate patch was out, and then they pretty much killed that. So it was like Capcom just couldn't, they took the goodwill that they built up with season 3 and just threw all of it in the trash. And it was like it kind of took Ono leaving for everybody to and I guess, now that I think about it, ever since Ono left, things have been pretty different now.
yeah. They're a lot more open now.
Yeah,
which is just a good thing.
Yeah, which I felt like was rare for Japanese studios, but then I think about it, I'm like, Namco Bandai has been pretty open about what it is, but I guess for Capcom, them being open is just kind of like, I mean, that's like a pretty new thing now.
Let's talk about the upcoming season, the online season.
All right, what you want to talk about, man?
Oh man, it's so different this year again. Oh my god, how many spots are up for grab?
It's 32 this year.
32?
It was yeah. Last year it was 18 or 19.
I think it was
18. 18 events, and then you had one vote in, which was Luffy, and then the previous champion. So yeah, it was 20 players altogether, but 18 events. So 32. Like last year, you could tell this was oh shit, we need to do something because COVID fucked everything up. And then it was like this year they actually planned around it. So yeah, you could definitely tell this year's a little bit more planned out. One being they actually did a way better job as far as separating people by regions. One of the big issues last year was there's a little bit of suspect groupings, I guess, or like putting people together by region. You ended up with Europe East and Middle East, which apparently was a complete shit show for the most part. I don't, man, that had to be rough.
Yeah.
You literally have grand. Oh, go ahead.
I remember everybody complaining about it.
You literally had grand finals being played as a 2-bar connection. Grand finals, a 2-bar connection. Like,
oh boy,
my man Phenom came up with the online strats, the rollback strats. He said, "Look, I don't confirm my crouch and medium kicks. I confirm off counter hit now. So I just look because the counter hit can't roll back, But if you try and look at the hit, it's gonna roll back, or it might roll back. But counter hit, you just look for the counter hit symbol. My man had to come up with custom strats to try and win. That's how bad it was. But yeah, so they segmented everybody out a little bit better this year. They have some new regions. So like say for instance, this year. Oh, yeah, that's one. So like that's new. What is it now? We've got Midwest. They're separated now, so you have NA East, West, and Midwest.
Yep.
Um, I don't think we know what regions are in Midwest, but you can kind of infer it's going to be like Chicago, Milwaukee. So that'll be kind of interesting though, because man, now that I think about it, it kind of takes out some of the killers from East, right? So like now you won't
Yeah.
have Brian F on East. You won't have who else? Rob TV is
Rob
not going to be in
TV,
East. Yeah,
El
because I'm pretty sure he's going
Chocate,
to be. Yeah, El Chocolate. Yeah,
just a
man.
kid.
No, and these are some people who made top 8 in East.
Yeah.
Man, so that's going to shake things up a little bit in that region. But it also gives us Midwest guys like a very higher chance of qualifying this year too. It's going to be crazy.
It is. Oh my god. So I was looking at the schedule, and it has underneath the world like column, it has to be determined. So it has location
That
world.
might, yeah. I'm thinking that's probably either going to be like, or what that in particular is going to be is like finals or whatever. They just don't have it, where they're going to have it at.
Okay.
But we might actually have an offline by then. Everybody's starting to get vaccinated now, or people seem to be trying to get vaccinated. So maybe we can get this shit. Everybody can get their shit together, and maybe by the end of 2021, we'll finally have a an actual location and an offline event.
Yeah, man. I will love to play in person again because holy crap.
I miss it, man. I miss it, man. And as much as I hate to say it, man, like the way that only having online is like killed my enjoyment so much of this game. And it's not like every time I play, it's like a bad time, like whatever. You know how online is. Some
Yeah.
days it's good, some days it's bad. But I just missed like the feeling of playing offline, like meeting up with people, and like all of the grinding that you did online was like, even if you didn't have fun doing it, it was for a reason. It was like,
Yeah.
okay, so now I get to show my shit when I finally pull up to something. But losing that, man, just took a huge hit on like my interest in playing. I mean, I'm still playing. I'm definitely not grinding as hard as I used to, but I do want to do well this year. So I definitely got to get back in it, get back
Yeah.
in good shape. So
Same here for me. It's just like I just miss having someone right beside me and playing.
hey,
And
look, man, I'm about to look. My second shot's this Saturday, man. Saying it's time to bring it back, man. Saying time to bring back the sessions.
oh really? Is it time to
It's time, man.
it's time? Oh,
It's
it's time to
time.
make
I'm gonna get the boys back. Saying I'm gonna hit up Maurice.
now he
Maybe
ain't coming
you never know, man. Look, he
back.
might. We're gonna get him. All we
He's
gotta
too
do
busy.
is turn
He's
off
too busy
the.
cooking. He's too busy cooking. You know what I'm
Look,
saying?
all we gotta do is shut down the bots. All we gotta do is turn off the mining, the mining rig. You know
Oh
what I'm
my
saying? That's it. That's it. We look when offline comes back, it's like the bat signal, bro. He gonna
nah,
be
he
right
ain't
back.
coming back. He's too far gone, man.
Tell me,
He even told me himself like, "This is my new street."
look, that's what they all say, man. That's what they all say. Then look, he gonna be back. Trust me.
Look, I was over here like, damn, you know, that I went sneaker collecting. So let me tell you,
Even if you know what I'm saying, I got into something else, man. I don't think I could ever stay away. Like even in the times where it was like I wasn't playing super hard, bro, I still had that itch. Sometimes I'd be like, man,
oh no, trust me, I still had it too, man. Even when I was gone, I was like, damn, dude. Like I started bringing like my consoles with me on my trips and everything now, and like I'll be playing in my hotel room, trying to like just learn like try to learn different characters. But like now I'm just like, all right, cool. Rose is coming back. I'm actually enjoying. I'm actually been using V skill too a lot, which
Birdie V skill 2.
yeah, Birdie V skill too.
Look,
So
man, it's actually good.
I've been having fun playing with it. I was just like, okay. I was so stubborn last year, but now it's like, oh, okay, I'm having fun.
Now you see the juice.
Yeah, I do see the juice now. Yeah, and I'm glad they gave him. I'm glad they gave him like those buffs to help out you with using V skill too. So yeah,
Yeah, I mean, if it wasn't for that, it would still kind of be whack. But yeah, like the cancels definitely help out a lot. There's a couple other things I wish they did to it, but it is what it is. This is I mean they're still patching the game, but I don't think they're gonna do any balance stuff. Actually, we might get one more balance patch now that I think about it, right? You think so?
Yeah, I
Because
hope
we're
so.
gonna have a full year of this game, right? And then potentially, potentially, we're gonna have another year next year because there's no point in dropping all this DLC and then just ditching out on the game. So
Yeah,
you at least stuck with Street Fighter 5 until the end of 2022. So, hey, look, we might get another balance patch. I think Birdie's in a good spot right now, but he could use a couple buffs.
yeah, he can definitely use some buffs, a few buffs,
I
multiple.
wouldn't be mad, you know what I'm saying? Or I wouldn't be mad if they didn't do anything, but at the same time, it would be nice if there was a couple other things and
Yeah,
we already kind of touched on them, but
yeah. Yeah, crouch medium punch.
that's never coming back, man.
Oh.
It's never coming back. All right.
Yeah,
I
let
don't
me
know how
tell you.
many times I gotta say this.
Let me tell you something that's so infuriating, right? When I go for an anti-air and it says cross up and they land in front of me, and I'm just like, like why?
Look,
Why?
look. Poison got hers nerfed.
Hers is
Look,
still good.
I mean, it's still good, but you can beat it now. I felt like you could rarely ever beat it.
I mean, yeah, a pretty good button. I'm just saying at this point, like Capcom, help out Birdie. Go ahead, delete cannot hit cross up. That's
It's
all I'm
not.
saying.
It's not gonna happen.
Just delete it and help your boy out.
That ain't on the list. I've actually come to grips with that, and I'm kind of cool with it. And actually, I don't know how often you watch like Birdie replays, but I feel like for the most part, I feel like all the other high level birdies have pretty much figured out how to deal with it. You either take the cross up or you just space them out better. But yeah, I don't see a lot of situations where people getting fucked up by cross ups anymore. I mean, it does happen. It
Yeah,
does happen.
there's those moments where it's like
It
when the
happened
heat
way
of the
less
moment.
than like week 2 of like the patch where like everybody was just dying to doing crash medium punch and it just not working. But now I feel like more people got used to it now. Going back to CPT, I kind of got off topic
Yeah,
there, but yeah, so the reason why I even brought this up was we got Japan 1 coming up this weekend, the first event.
Oof.
Uh boy, Japan always brings the heat, you know. Easily the best,
Like
CBT online events, even offline. Fuck it, whatever.
yeah,
They were
yeah,
always, you knew. And the thing that's so cool about watching the Japanese events is I feel like you get a really good idea of like where the game is meta wise watching that. So we haven't had, I mean, we've had locals and stuff, and like no, I guess online tournaments, but like we
yeah,
haven't had a huge online tournament. So what I'm interested to see this weekend is how the new update and V shift and everything, like how are players going to take advantage of V shift like at a super high level.
yeah. It's funny you say that because another region I like watching is Europe as well. So it's
Yeah,
definitely Europe and Asia, but yeah, I want to see what they're using. Like, what are their counters for V shift? When they're going to be using V shift? Like, what's their optimal like usage of it? And so I want to see that so I can get a better understanding of the mechanic as well. Because sometimes I'd be trying to use it, and then I'm always fucking up. Because my stick is never in neutral.
yeah, gotta
Yeah,
remember that, man.
I know it's tough, bro. Yeah,
Damn. uh, yeah, like V shift, like it's one of those mechanics that the deeper the game, or not the deeper, I guess, but the longer we go with this mechanic, the more you're gonna figure out people really getting all the juice out of it as far as what to V shift, when to V shift, specific punishes with V shifting things, people reacting to V breaks, like all this stuff. Like and it's gonna reward lab time. So like if you're looking for like there's gonna be some things that are just super easy, like V shifting headbutt, V shifting dash straights for better punishes. But then there's also gonna be these specific times where you're gonna be rewarded for like, okay, I know he's gonna go for this V trigger cancel. I know he's buffering. I'm gonna do this now. I'm gonna get to the specific range. And it's a hard read, but it's one of those ones where when you know it, it's gonna be so sick when you pull it off in tournament and like, punish somebody for going for something. So yeah, it's one of those mechanics that we're gonna get so hyped seeing somebody actually use it like as like a hard read to counter something.
Yeah, maybe have like one sick read in mid screen, and someone uses V shift. Like I don't know. Someone might throw out a fireball, or someone might go for a grab. But I feel like with V shift, it doesn't seem like it's too great in the corner.
It's like I wouldn't say it's great in the corner, but it's also nice to have an additional option that they got to think about because meanwhile, like, so one situation in particular that I've been thinking about it in is against G, you'll run into these situations where, like, say for instance, G Birdie matchup, he gets you in the corner with V trigger, he does a specific combo, then he does like a safe jump
Yeah,
where you can't really do anything about it. But the advantage of it now is one, you could do something like V shift. So instead of just blocking and V reversing where he might grab you, you could V shift and then so instead of spending like one bar for V reversal, you could V shift the jump in, and then now he's putting himself in a mix up situation of all right, well, is he gonna V break after he does this, or is he gonna sit there and block? Because if you get the V break, you're safe. They can't punish you.
yeah,
Not the V break, V shift something, you're safe. So like after the V break, they could try and meet me, but then I could just block. If they try and throw, maybe I jump. So it's like adding like an extra thing that they got to think about. But at the same time, if they try to grab me, I could do V break, and then so that'll hit them out of that. So it gives you basically an extra thing you can do now. I mean, I wouldn't say it's like every time I'm in the corner you want a V break, but at least it's something nice where it's like, okay, well they got to account for this too. And then
yeah.
maybe if I'm in the corner, they think I'm a V break, and they got to wait to see. They're not going to do a meaty because they don't want me to V shift it, right? So then that means they're going to try and wait for me to V shift, which means, oh well, I can just press a button now and get my turn back. So there's little stuff like that, you know what I mean? Like it's just an extra layer that just kind of helps you be able to keep them on their toes to where it's like, oh well, now every time he got me in the corner, he would just do this over and over. But they got to think about it now.
So, who do you looking forward to this weekend to maybe stand out? Like, who's the player to watch out for this weekend?
I mean, I don't know. We all kind of know the the dudes to look out for.
The
I'm
usual
assuming.
suspects.
Yeah, I'm assuming Gachikun, Bonchan, all those guys. The person I'm excited to see though, because I see my boy been back on the big man. I'm looking to see Fudo pull out the birdie some more.
Oh
He's been
yeah,
playing. He's been playing a lot of birdie lately. I don't know if that's any. He's been playing a lot of characters too, but I don't know if it's in particular because he thinks Birdie's good this season, or maybe it was the poison nurse and he's kind of like, let me go back. But I mean, I think Birdie's in a better spot this season compared to last season. I
yeah.
wouldn't like he was bad last season, but he's definitely better this season. So I don't know. Maybe he's going back because he thinks he's in a way better spot and he works out in some matches. But yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing Fudo. Obviously, I think I didn't look to see if Crusher entered, but I'm assuming Crusher. Anybody who's playing Birdie, man, I'm pretty much looking out for him. You know,
So, what was it 511 people entered?
511.
Woo.
That's crazy. And we don't have pools yet. I guess usually the pools drop like 2 or 3 days before the event. So I would assume by Thursday we should see pools. But
Yeah,
you know,
either Thursday or Wednesday.
yeah. And it's like with pools, I mean, who knows? Like you could look at it. There's so many killers, and it's online, right? So it's not like it's not like it's really easy to tell who's going to make it out of pools. I mean,
Yeah.
like there's a lot of like lesser known players that could just easily like dunk somebody in a 2 out of 3. So yeah, man, it's a new patch, new mechanic. Like characters buffed, nerfed. So like this is gonna be, like I said, it's gonna set the tone for this season.
Facts.
So I'm looking for, like I said, looking for a lot of character variety. I'm looking for some upsets, and yeah, it's gonna, like I said, definitely gonna set the tone for like how the rest of the season is gonna go.
Yep, I'm looking at the player list. I'm seeing some names. I see Jimmy One. I saw Crusher, Fudo. Yeah, I'm just looking through the list right now, and it's going to be a fun weekend. I can't wait. I'm excited. Can't
And
wait to get up at 1
it's
a.m.
gonna mess up my sleep schedule, but I'm gonna try and watch it. I don't think I'm gonna catch the beginning of it, but I wake up early in the morning.
Like I'm gonna go to I'm gonna put it on Capcom Fighters. You know what I'm saying, and then just wake up to it. Storm Kubo. Ooh, I wonder who he's playing this season. Is it still G?
I don't know. I haven't seen any of his replays, so I don't know who he's playing. But like a lot of people have been experimenting. Like Nemo's been playing Ed. You know,
Really?
yeah, he streams a lot of Ed. I don't know how serious he's taking them, but he's streaming a lot of Ed, and he obviously still plays Yuri and in Guild 2, but he's also
Yeah.
been picking up Ed. Trashbox has been putting a lot more work into Ed too. Let's see, he's been playing more Ed.
So, do you think we're gonna see an army of reuse this weekend?
Nah, I think this is gonna be. It's not gonna be like the last one. Remember, I think it was. I don't remember if it was. Yeah, it was East Asia East Asia 2, where
Yeah.
we had like 13 sets in top 32 or whatever. I don't think we're gonna see that much like saturation of a character. I believe this is gonna be like very well spread out. You may get several of the same picks as far as like you might get a few reuse and I don't know, maybe a few camis or whatever, but I suspect it's going to be pretty diverse this year. But who knows,
Hey man, I don't know who can pass up that damage in Sun. Just don't know.
Oh, with who?
With
Are you talking about Ryu?
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's neutral. Like that's the thing. Like, like Ryu, he hits hard. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
He hits hard. He's got a good dash. He's like a very good mobility. Got a better, he's got all that. But the problem is, I'm saying if you fight a character who got better neutral than you, still kind of uphill battle for Ryu, I think. So he's still like if he gets in, he's doing big boy damage. You know what I'm saying? We talking about Abigail season 3 type damage, son. But if you can keep him out, I think he still has a hard time.
Okay. Who's another character you're looking forward to see this season that we got some pretty good buffs, right? Who's like another character on your radar?
I'm trying to remember. I'm trying to think of somebody off the top of my head. I still have the patch notes pulled up too. This is what because like I haven't been playing super hard, so sometimes when I do play, I have to go back and be like, bro, what did they change on this character? Because I feel like what feels different.
What's crazy? Like, oh my bad. You know what's crazy? So I've been playing again, right? And I'm not used to these close-ups after certain moves. Like Ed's V Trigger 2, the close-ups with that, and then like Colleen's hands. I'm just why? It's so obnoxious to me. I don't know why.
It didn't really bug me, but yeah, it's definitely kind of weird seeing it because it happens like on Ed's V Trigger 2. It happens on that too. You were talking about characters that you're looking for that got buffed. I'm willing to see. Who might put in some work, man? Gunfight this year. Alex got crazy buffs.
Yeah.
People talking about Alex might actually be a threat this season. So I wouldn't be surprised, because all of the buffs that Alex got turned him into like more of a threat once he gets in. He's got better pressure. He's got real Oki now off some of this stuff. And if you're somebody who actually plays neutral with the character, I mean, you're definitely going to be putting in work, I think.
What they gave him more range on his EX Commander as well, right?
Yeah, Light got more. He got the
Yeah,
lower treatment with the command grab, the Light command grab, where it goes further, but it's just slower startup.
yeah.
So
Oh,
yeah, he can actually do like 2 buttons into like Light command grab.
oh my god.
And it's got the crouch jab, stand light kick confirmed now. Like he's got a bunch of stuff, man. That character, he's definitely a real character now. He's not a meme. They put Alex in the game. It took him 5 years, but Alex is finally in the game.
All right. What about Honda? I think Honda's another character that got some buzz this season, which I'm very confused about. But I feel like it's one of those characters who might, possibly fly on the radar this year, or maybe might see more people using them.
I don't know. Yeah, I mean, like he definitely got more buffs than people were expecting. Uh, but I think Capcom was thinking that he was going to be very weak to V Shift. And it's one of those things where, and that's the reason why I think Balrog got nerfed too, is because I think in theory, he's nerfed by V Shift, but nobody's really exploiting it yet as much as, it probably is like what Capcom was anticipating. But that's why I think those two characters got buffed because they're probably like, oh man, well, they have these very linear, possibly reactable moves that you could V shift. So it's like, well, we got to give them something else. So, but yeah, Honda though, like like I said, people aren't really exploiting some of the weaknesses that the new mechanic kind of brings to him. So he might do work. I'm trying to think. Was it Storm Kubo? You were talking about who Storm Kubo plays. Storm Kubo was playing a little bit of Honda last season too, so maybe he's still
Oh yeah,
playing
that's
Honda.
right. Yeah.
So
I mean, G is still pretty good as well. Like G, I mean,
the consensus is he's buffed in some ways, but also nerfed in others. So I don't know. Yeah, I felt like the people who were picking up pocket G's just to kind of beat people like to win bad matchups. I feel like they dropped them, but the people who actually play G are gonna try and get like the most out of him now.
yeah,
He definitely had his V trigger nerfed because now if you're only in level 1, it doesn't last as long, which typically that's where a lot of people were activating V trigger at like level 3. Usually you are trying to make that comeback, and
yeah,
usually if you're trying to make a comeback, you're not leveled up. So yeah, now you can see it. Like when I fight G, it's noticeable when he only activates off V trigger, like when he's only level 1. They do like one conversion in the corner, like to the
yeah.
corner, and then they're almost out of V trigger. Like it's crazy where like before they still had like so many tries of like, well, I would just do fireball. No, do V skill for full screen and just go in.
Oh, I'm gonna do this rush punch. Oh
Yeah.
my god. Yeah, I don't miss that. I don't miss that at all.
He's
So
still crazy when he knocks you down, but like
yeah,
at least it doesn't feel like so much like he snowballs as much. I mean, obviously he does, but it doesn't feel nearly as bad as it used to. But yeah, I think
uh,
uh I think that's pretty much all I have for this week, man. Was there anything else you want to talk about?
no, no. I think it's a pretty solid week. You know,
Yeah.
I came back. Yeah. Um. Yeah. Yeah.
How the fuck this bitch go?
Yeah.
Oh, like I
Oh my
said,
goodness.
the 3 people who listen to this and get it, y'all the real ones. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say. If you hear this and you know what I'm talking about, yo, hit me on Twitter. Hit me on Twitter. Let me
Go
know.
ahead. Go
I
ahead.
might do something nice if you know if you know what's up.
I might send you a do rag.
Tell me where. Oh, go ahead.
Okay, so this weekend was WrestleMania weekend, right? And so obviously Florida's letting people do things. And I was watching this pay-per-view over the weekend, and so it was called GCW's Hot Girl Shit. So it's just pretty much like a wrestling event for women or whatever. It was hilarious. So they had like this main event. It was the Gray Sweatpants Battle Royal.
Huh?
Yes, the Gray Sweatpants Battle Royal.
Why?
I don't know, but it was hilarious. So one of the dudes came out, right? And I swear to God, he came out with the cape. The silky smooth cape. Like the cape do-rag.
Damn. Somebody did it before I was able to, huh?
Yeah, dog. He came out, he looked very regal.
What an adjective to use.
So I just want to get that out there before I give away my socials. But yeah, if you want to follow me on Twitter, you know what I'm saying, hit me up at 4HTim. You know what I'm saying? I'm home a lot more now, so I've been streaming again. I'm trying to get back into it. You know, if you want to follow me on Twitch, it's 4H_Tim on Twitch. So hit your boy up. We're playing Street Fighter. I may have like a random night where I can't sleep, so I might stream some random game. I think I'm playing Gato Robo, or is it
I have
Kato
no
Robo?
idea what that is.
I don't know. It's like it's a Metroid game. It's pretty fun. But yeah, you know, hit me up there. What
Cool.
about you,
Well,
man? Where can I hit you up at?
you guys can hit me up on Twitter at Boombox Hero. You know, if you want to see me complain about taking L's for sneakers, retweet music videos, and talk about rap shit. That's the place to go. Also, you can follow me on Twitch at twitch.tv/Magnegro with a 0 instead of O at the end. I haven't been streaming lately, mostly because between new job and family stuff with the kids doing after school stuff, I just haven't had time really. But that should be over in about a month, so streams will return.
You should
And
definitely stream your kids' soccer games.
it doesn't seem like anything anybody wants to see. If you want to see a bunch of kids cry about not getting the ball, if that's entertaining to you, and there's an audience for that, maybe. But yeah, outside of that, it's not.
It's real life kicking and screaming.
I mean, basically,
it's a good movie. By the way.
Yeah. Hopefully, by the time that's over with, I'll be slightly less whack on hitbox, and yeah, we'll have some nice, interesting, high level birdie play. So, but yeah, outside of that, man, that's it. I will have another guest along next week. Who that is to be determined, but it will be obviously it's going to be good because you know if they fuck with the show, they fuck with me. You know what I'm saying? They got to be cool. So, yeah, be on the lookout for that. Tim, you free to do another one next week?
Oh, of course, yeah. I don't think I'm going anywhere next week, so I'm good to go.
All right. Well, be looking out for that, and yeah, just half circle back. And if you guys have any stuff you want to let us know about the show, like if you have any topics, anything you want, you know, any suggestions, whatever. I don't give a fuck. Whatever you guys want to tell me, you can tell me what your favorite Outkast album is. I don't give a fuck. Whatever. Hit me up on Twitter, Boombox Hero, or we have an email address. It's, if I'm right, God, I haven't even checked in so long. halfcirclebackpodcast@gmail.com. Yeah. Send me all your scam emails there. And yeah, with that, we will be back next week. So thanks everybody. Peace out.
Peace out.